Good morning, everyone. Today we will study the second chapter of the biology components of the food. Okay. So, what is the components? First of all, we will describe the food. Okay. Food. We know what is the food. Food is essential for all animals, including the human beings, and we all are the human beings. Okay. We gets the energy from the food. That's why we eat the food. And the food that we eat contain the different types of component. Okay. Look at the picture. This picture of food items given below. Write the names of components of the food that you think are present in the food items like a lemon. Lemon contain which type of food items? Fish, peas and rice. So answer is lemon contain the what? Vitamins. Okay. Fish contain the proteins. We get the protein from the fish. We get the vitamins from the lemon. Okay. We get the protein from the peas. We get the carbohydrate from the rice. So these are the components of the food. Okay. Let us learn more about the various components of the food and their importance. Okay. So next topic is components of the food. We have the food that we eat consists of different components or nutrients. Nutrients, what is the nutrients? Nutrients are substances that are needed by our body for proper growth and healthy body functions. Okay? And there are six main components present in the food, like a carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and roughage or dietary fiber. Okay? Roughage or dietary fiber is the same. These nutrients fulfill different needs of the body. Okay. So we will discuss one by one the components of the food. So first is carbohydrates. So what is the carbohydrate? Carbohydrate provides energy to your body which keep it going throughout the day. It provides the energy. We get the energy from the carbohydrate. There are two major types of carbohydrate in food, sugar and starch. Okay, there are two major types of carbohydrate in the foods. Which one is sugar and starch? Okay, next. So what is the sugar? Sugar is also called the simple carbohydrate. Okay, sugar is also called the simple carbohydrate. Like a fruits, honey, and table sugar are some sources of the sugar. These are the sources of the sugar we can obtain from these sources. Okay. Next is starch. Starch is also called the complex carbohydrate. Plants store energy in the form of starch. Very important points. Plant store energy in the form of starch. Rice, wheat, corn, potato, and bread are some sources of the starch. It means that when we will take the rice, wheat, corn, potato, and bread, we will get the starch from that sources. Okay, these are the sources of the starch we can get from these sources. When we eat plants product containing the sugar and starch, our digestive system breaks them into the glucose. When we eat, it means that when we eat the plant's product, any plant product containing the sugar and starch, okay, and our digestive system breaks them into the simple glucose molecules, and these glucose, which is the simple form of the sugar. Okay, first of all, macromolecules break into the micromolecules. Okay, simple form of the sugar is then absorbed into the blood and provide us energy. Okay, next is the protein. Protein is also components of food. Okay, protein is also the component of the foods. So proteins, what is the protein? Proteins are needed by our body for muscles building and repairing worn out tissues. Okay, it prepare our tissue, repairing worn out the tissue, and it is needed by our body for muscles building. It builds our muscles. Our muscles, organ, and even blood are made up of mostly proteins. Our bloods are made up of mostly the proteins. If we do not eat the protein, our body will not be able to repair the damaged cell. If suppose our cells are damaged, so we can repair by taking the proteins. Okay, so protein is important for our body. If we do not eat the proteins, our body will not be able to repair the damaged cells or build new ones. Protein in our diet comes from the both animals and plant sources. So we can obtain the protein from the two sources, plant sources and the animal sources. Like you can see here, meat, fish, egg and milk are some animal sources of the protein. We can get from the meat, fish, egg and milk are some animal sources of the protein. Pulses, soybean, grams and nuts are some plant sources of the protein. So we can get the protein from the different sources, plant sources and animal sources both. Okay. So next component of the food is vitamins. So what is the vitamins? You have studied in the class 5th also. So vitamins are needed for the proper functioning of our body. They help in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth and gums healthy. They are there are 13 vitamins, each of which has a specific function. Every vitamins have a different functions. Okay, they perform the different type of function. Vitamins are of two types. First, vitamins name, name is fat soluble. Okay, and second vitamins name is water soluble. So fat soluble vitamins name is A, D, E, K are the fat soluble vitamins. Learn the name of vitamins which are fat soluble, A, D, E, K, and these are stored in the fat tissue of our body and are used only when the body needs them. Okay, when we have need we can use this type of vitamins. Our body prepares vitamin D in the presence of sunlight. So this is a important point. Our body which we can create the question here ki which vitamins prepared in our body. Okay, so answer will be vitamin D because our body prepares the vitamins D in the presence of sunlight. So next is water soluble vitamins. Water soluble vitamins, vitamins B1, B2, B3, B6 and B12 and folic acid, together known as the vitamin B complex. Combinedly we call the B complex. B complex means B1 included the B1, B2, B3, B6 and B12 and folic acid. All are included and combinedly called the B complex, and vitamin C are water soluble. It means that we have two vitamins which are soluble in the water, vitamin B and C, and rest of vitamins are fat soluble. Okay, since water soluble vitamins are not stored in the body, these needs to be regular supplied through the food items like a citrus fruit. We can get the we can get from the citrus fruit, spinach and other green leafy vegetables, etc. Lack of vitamins in the body can cause the deficiency disease. So if we will not take the proper vitamins, our body will suffer from the deficiency disease. Okay, and deficiency disease caused by the deficiency of the vitamins. Understood? I hope. Okay, so we have two types of vitamins. One types is what? One types is fat soluble and second is the water soluble vitamins. Okay, so what is the name of the fat soluble vitamins? Fat soluble vitamins name is what? Wait. Fat soluble vitamins name is A, D, E, K, and water soluble vitamins means B and C. Okay. Next food components is the minerals. Okay. So let's start the minerals. What is the minerals? Just like a vitamins, minerals also help our body to stay healthy. Minerals perform important functions like a formation of bones, teeth and blood cell and help in the maintaining a normal heartbeat. Minerals are of also two types, macro minerals and traces minerals. Okay, first is macro minerals and second is trace minerals. What is the macro minerals? Macro means large, are needed by the body in a larger amount as a compared to the trace minerals like a calcium, magnesium, sodium and potassium are example of the macromolecules. So learn the name of macromolecules, larger molecule. Macromolecules means सॉरी, मैक्रो मिनरल्स मीन्स large, ठीक है, larger minerals like a calcium, magnesium, sodium and potassium are included in the macro minerals. Trace minerals are needed by the body in very small amount and macro minerals are needed by the body in a larger amount. Okay, and trace minerals are needed by the body in a very small amounts like iron, zinc, copper and iodine are the example of the traces minerals. Okay, so you can see in the figure sources of the minerals. Next is roughage and dietary fiber. This one is the last components of the food. Okay, what is the roughage and what is the dietary fiber? The portion of the plant's food that do not provide any nutrients to our body but help in maintaining a healthy digestive system is called the roughage. Remember this point. Roughage and dietary fiber do not provide any nutrient to our body, but it help in retaining the healthy digestive system. Okay, it help in maintaining a healthy digestive system, that is called the roughage या dietary fiber. Okay, roughage are of two types, soluble and insoluble. Soluble roughage are soluble in water, whereas insoluble roughage are not soluble in water. Apple, strawberry, peach and rice are example of food items rich in soluble roughage that help in the blood circulation. Apple, strawberry, peach and rice are example of the food items rich in the soluble roughage that help in blood circulation. Whole grains, carrot, cabbage, turnip and cauliflower are example of the food items rich in insoluble roughage. Okay, learn this point. Whole grains, carrot, cabbage, turnip and cauliflower are example of food items rich in the insoluble roughage. This is examples. So lack of insoluble roughage in the diet causes the stool to become hard, too difficult to pass. Okay, I hope you know what is the stool. So a stool to become the hard and difficult to pass. This condition is called the what? Constipation. Okay, we know this condition is called the constipation and this is occur by lack of insoluble roughage in the diet. Okay, water. So what is the water? Water is also component of the food. So almost 70% of our body weight is water and water is needed by our body for good health. Okay, water is needed by our body for good health. It helps to transport substances inside our body. It it helps in transportation of the food, okay, from one place to another place. It helps our body to absorb the nutrients from the food. It also help in absorption of the nutrients from the food. It helps to regulate our body temperature. Okay, it also help in the regulating in the temperature of the body. It is needed for various chemical reaction that takes place inside our body during the digestion, excretion. So many life processes occur in our body, so it helps in many life processes like a digestion, excretion. Okay, we get water not only from the liquids we drink but also from the food we eat. Milk, fruits, vegetables and juices are good sources of the water. We have lot of sources except to the water. It means that we get water not only from the liquid substances we drink but also we obtain the water from the many other sources like a milk. Okay, like a milk, fruits, vegetables and juices are the good sources of the water. So learn this key, what is the sources of the water. So we will write down the milk, fruits, vegetables and juices. Okay, so next topic is what? Next topic is balanced diet. What is the balanced diet? You have studied in the class 5th also. So recall balanced diet. Our diet must contain the adequate amount of different nutrients. And how many nutrients we have? 6 nutrients we have. Okay, carbohydrate, fats, minerals, water, roughage. Okay, this one. So nutrients for our body to function properly. What is a balanced diet? A diet that contains adequate amount of different nutrients required for the healthy functioning of our body is called the balanced diet. Recall again, our diet must contain the adequate amount of different nutrients for our body to function properly. A diet that contains the adequate amount of different nutrients like proteins, carbohydrate, fats, etc. Okay, nutrients required for the healthy functioning of our body is called the balanced diet. When we will take the uh, proper amount of all nutrients in our diet, that is called the balanced diet. Okay, a balanced diet must include the food items from the following four food groups. Okay, milk groups includes the milk and milk product we can take. Meat groups includes the meat like a chicken, fish, lamb. And meat substitute like a beans, peas, nuts, and seeds. Fruit and vegetables group like including the fruits and vegetables. Grain groups like includes the breads and cereals. Okay, so these from these we can get the proper diet, and these all are the sources from the these are the sources of the nutrients. Okay, we can get. So next topic is, what is a deficiency disease? Okay, lack of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals in the diet can cause a deficiency disease. Remember this point, lack of carbohydrate, lack of any nutrients in our diet, that is called, that can cause the disease. A disease that are caused due to the lack of nutrient in the diet are called the deficiency disease. What is a deficiency disease? Disease that are caused due to the lack of nutrients like a carbohydrate, deficiency of carbohydrate, deficiency of proteins, deficiency of fats, okay, deficiency of dietary fiber. So many diseases will be caused in our body, so that is called the deficiency disease. Cannot be transmitted from the one person to another. So remember this point also, deficiency disease cannot be transmitted from the like a communicable disease. But we know now what is the communicable disease, we have studied in the class 5. Communicable disease transmit from one person to another, but deficiency disease cannot be transmitted from the one person to another. So deficiency of carbohydrate. Next point is deficiency of carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are the main energy sources. It gives the energy. Okay, and lack of carbohydrate in the diet result in lack of energy and stamina. A labor who does hard manual work needs some more carbohydrate in his diet, and that person who does his work sitting in his office. Okay. Okay. Again, see here, deficiency of carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are the main energy source. We know lack of carbohydrate in the diet result in lack of energy and stamina. Okay, we will lose the stamina, we will lose the energy in our body. So labor who does hard manual work, it means a regular work, needs more carbohydrate because they do the hard work. Okay, and in his diet, that a person who does his work sitting in his office, okay, they have a less amount of needs a less amount of carbohydrate. Next is deficiency of proteins. Growing children need some more protein in their diet. Lack of protein in the diet, weakness. We feel the weakness when we will not take the proper protein in our diet. We feel the weakness of the muscles. Deficiency of proteins leads to disease called the kwashiorkor. So learn this name of deficiency of protein. It causes the kwashiorkor disease. Deficiency of proteins along which carbohydrate deficiency is called protein energy malnutrition. It leads to marasmus. Okay, see here, deficiency of protein along with carbohydrate. अगर प्रोटीन के साथ साथ कार्बोहाइड्रेट की डेफिशिएंसी होती है बॉडी में, तो दैट विल लीड द मैल न्यूट्रिशन. इट इज कॉल्ड द प्रोटीन एनर्जी मैल न्यूट्रिशन, PEM. It leads to marasmus. That disease is known as the marasmus. What is the marasmus? When deficiency of protein along the with the carbohydrate. Okay, it leads to marasmus. Marasmus is a disease name when lack of proteins along with the carbohydrate. These diseases are more common in the children of the rural areas. Okay, I hope you will understand. A child suffering from the quasicore has some or all of the following symptoms: large spot like a belly will be large, student growth, okay, slanted growth matlab short growth, swelling of faces, limbs, skin disease, mental retardation, and diarrhea. These symptoms will be you can see in that children that are suffering from the quasicore. Okay, if the treatment is started in the time, improving protein intake may correct this disease. Marasmus is more common among infants and children. Okay, छोटे बच्चों में बहुत ज़्यादा common होता है marasmus disease. So marasmus is more common among the infants and children under the 5 year of age. Okay, a child suffering from the marasmus becomes very thin, so slow body growth, lack of energy, loss of appetite, weak legs, mental retardation, poor muscles development. So these all are symptoms we can see in that child which one is suffering from the marasmus. Okay, to prevent this disease, the government of the India has started programs like the integrated Child Development Scheme ICDS and the midday meal scheme in school. Okay, next topic, what is the deficiency of vitamins? Okay, deficiency of vitamins, so many diseases will occur in our body. List some important vitamins and their sources, functions, deficiency, disease, and symptoms. So you can see here vitamins and sources, functions, and deficiency disease. So you have to learn these all points, like a vitamin A, lack of vitamin A, we will suffer from the night blindness. Okay, symptoms is dryness of eyes, improper vision. Lack of vitamin B1, we will suffer from the beriberi. Lack of vitamin B, we will suffer from the skin disorder. Lack of vitamin B12, we will suffer from the anemia. Okay, lack of vitamin C, we will suffer from the scurvy. Lack of vitamin D, we will suffer from the rickets. Okay, and lack of vitamin K, we will suffer from the hemorrhagia. Excessive bleeding होती है इसमें. So these all are the disease which occur from the deficiency of vitamins. So you have to learn all the disease name and symptoms. Okay, next is deficiency of minerals. So you can see here so many diseases are occur due to deficiency of the minerals, like a deficiency of the calcium, osteoporosis in the adults, and rickets in the children. Okay, the deficiency of the phosphorus, rickets in the children. Deficiency of iron, it causes the anemia. Deficiency of iodine, it causes the goiter. Okay, deficiency of sodium and potassium, it causes the body and muscle weakness. Paralysis, it leads to the paralysis. Deficiency of magnesium, it causes the weak muscles and nerves. So you have also learned these all points, deficiency of minerals and it which disease it leads. Okay, so you have to learn these all points. Okay, last point is deficiency of water in the body. So water, we know what about the water. Water is very essential for proper functioning of our body. Excess loss of water from the body leads to a condition called the dehydration. Everybody know na dehydration. When we lack the excess loss of water from the body, it leads to the dehydration, and dehydration causes a loss of salt and leads to weakness in the body. Oral rehydrating solution ORS can be given to the patient to remove from the dehydration. So we takes the ORS, okay, for removing the dehydration. It is available free of cost at primary health center. It can also be made at a home by mixing 8 teaspoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt in a 1 liter of clean drinking water. So we can prepare the ORS by mixing the sugar and salt. Okay, so you can prepare at a home and you can take when we will suffer from the dehydration.